the US got surprised because Japan was so fast in recovering from the effects of the World War. Okay? So in the 80s, the US saw that Japan was very aggressive in developing their technology. So nagulat sila while in the US, you already have Westinghouse, right? So it's a technology firm in the US, Westinghouse. You also have Ford, Henry Ford, Henry Ford was the inventor of automobiles, right? So in terms of technology, the US was the first. Okay? Una sila with Westinghouse, with home appliances, and then they were also first in automobiles because they have Henry Ford. Okay? But in the 80s, they got surprised because Japan was also developing their own technology, like Sony. Sony came from Japan and Toyota. So nagulat yung US because ito ba yung Japan? Coming from the World War, and yet they were able to develop technologies like Sony and Toyota. So they were surprised. One of the reasons why Japan was able to recover quickly was the presence of the consultants, quality management experts, gurus or consultants coming from the West. Kasi nung World War, after the World War, Japan was very aggressive. They were very aggressive in recruiting or hiring experts from the West. So ang US, nalaman nila yun na, we were the first in developing automobiles and home appliances. But all of a sudden, we had a competitor in Japan, in the form of Japan. In Japan, ano lang ba sila? They were devastated for World War. And we were the ones who bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So, diba, nagulat sila na? So, they tried to study what Japan did. And they found that it's because of the quality management. Duran, Dr. Edward Denny, so let's say quality management consultants that helped Japan recover. Okay? So in response to that, having learned from Japan, the US established what is called the Malcolm Baldrige Award in 1987. So this is the beginning of the Malcolm Baldrige Award. So in order to copy what Japan did, the US established the Malcolm Baldrige Award. Diba pagka gusto natin yung best, magaling, diba nag-pili tayo ng mga award. Like diba, if we want to have best students, we have the Dean's List, right? So this will be a form of award, diba? If you want to see the most beautiful women in the universe, we want to see who among all the nationalities around the world are the most beautiful. So we will establish this universe. So ganun din dito sa Malcolm Baldrige. In order to see which are the companies or organizations that are the best. So the US, in order to find which companies are the best, they established the Malcolm Baldrige Award. So that's the background. Yan ang reason kung bakit nagtatry ng Malcolm Baldrige Award. Okay? Why am I discussing this to you? Bakit? Hindi ko parang is just a trivia or parang gusto ko lang i-discuss eh. Actually, no. Because whether you start your own business in the future or whether you develop your own career elsewhere, like if you would like to have maybe you don't want to start your own business in the future, but you will end up working for a company, the Malcolm Baldrige Award is still relevant for you. It will still be relevant for you. Why? Because the Malcolm Baldrige Award will establish the performance excellence criteria that you can emulate for company. Clear? Kasi yung awards, diba? Sa awards, mayroon mga criteria yan. Okay? So whether or not you would like to join the award, it is good that you follow the criteria even if you're not joining the award. Diba? Parang Miss Universe, right? Ano ba yung criteria sa Miss Universe? Posture, stage presence, audience impact. Even if you're not joining the contest, it is also good that you follow the criteria, di ba? Kasi sila yung magagaling, di ba? So you may want to follow these criteria so that you can benchmark. Benchmark, meaning to say you compare. You will compare your performance, abilities, etc. Compare them with the best in the world. Okay? So ito yung Malcolm Baldrige Award. Okay? So may mga criteria yung Malcolm Baldrige Award. This material can be downloaded in Moodle. First criteria, leadership. Oh. I think whether or not you are a worker, sorry,
Under leadership, organizational leadership, and public responsibility and citizenship.
Okay, so yun yung criteria under leadership. You may want to follow this criteria, whether you are a student leader, a worker, a business person, no? A politician, no? You can follow this. Next. Please read.
Strategic planning.
Strategic planning. Next.
Customer and market focus. Customer and market knowledge. Customer satisfaction.
Okay. Next.
Information and analysis. Measurement of organizational performance.
In achieving the purposes given in the right? So when they score, they are guided by these guidelines, or they base their scores based on these guidelines. 0%, no systematic approach, evident, anecdotal information. So they will give you 0 if there is no proof, no evidence. Okay? 10 to 20%, please continue reading. Please continue reading.
So, 10 to 20%, beginning of a systematic approach to the basic purposes of the item, early stages of the transition from reading to problems to a general reacting to problems to a general improvement orientation.
So they will give you 10 to 20% if you only have early stages of transition. Okay? Next, please.
A sound systematic approach, responsive to the basic purposes of the item approach is deployed. Although some areas of work units are in the early stages of deployment, beginning of a systematic approach to evaluation and improvement of basic item processes.
Next.
A sound systematic approach responsive to the overall purposes of the item. Approach is well deployed, although deployment may vary in some areas or work units. A fact-based, systematic evaluation and improvement process is in place for basic item processes. Approach is aligned with basic organizational needs identified in the other key or categories.
Next.
A sound systematic approach responsive to the multiple requirements of the item. Approach is well deployed with no significant gaps. A fact-based, systematic evaluation and improvement process and organizational learning or sharing are key management tools, clear evidence of refinement and improved integration as a result of organizational level analysis and sharing. Approach is well integrating with organizational needs identified in the other criteria categories.
So that's criteria.
A sound, systematic approach, fully responsive to all the requirements of the item. Approach is fully deployed without significant persistent gaps in any areas of the work units. A very strong fact-based, systematic evaluation and improvement process and extensive organizational learning, sharing are key management tools, strong refinement and integration, backed by excellent organizational level analysis and sharing. Approach is fully integrated with organizational needs identified in
Exists without stopping.
Without stopping.
Like, it's continuous, pero kasi it's continuous for a period of time lang siya.
Wrong. That's wrong. Actually, tama yun. Balitain mo lang. Continuous, that means no interruption. Doesn't cease. Okay? Continuous. While continual, it also continues, no? But with stops or with breaks. Okay? Ang continuous tuloy siya, no? Non-stop. No? Without ceasing. Okay? So that's continuous. But continual, it's also continuous, but it has breaks or it stops from time to time. So which one is better? So my next question is which one is better? O which one is better? O plus 5 na lang to kasi ano na lang hindi na sagutin yung first question. Plus 5. So which one is better and why? Continual.
For example, as a company, you have the chance to see whether it's or just because you have time for fix it. Compared to continuous, it's like sustaining.
Okay, so that's correct. That's correct. Continual is better than continuous. No? Kaya natin din yun eh, continual improvement. Eh kung mali yan, hindi nakasulat, right? Mali nakasulat. So it has to be continual improvement. Because it will give you time to reflect, to review your processes. Okay? If it's continuous improvement without time for reflection or review, no? It is actually dangerous if you're just continuing without any reflection. Maybe you're already committing mistakes and you don't know it. Okay? You're already committing errors, but you don't know it. Okay? And you are not reflecting, you are not reviewing your processes for improvement. Okay? You're just doing what you have been doing for the past so many years without any contemplation, without any review. Okay? So you are not actually looking at ways to improve. You're not reviewing what are the things that need to be improved. in your organization or in your processes. So continual improvement gives time for you to review or to study. So continual improvement is better. Okay, kaya it says there, continual improvement. Clear?
Yeah.
So for your organization, for your business, if your point is anywhere between 120 and 300, then you can have an award under challenge. So in your case, in the future, when you're working or when you are already operating your own business, pwede mag-start muna kayo sa challenge mo. No? Di ba meron akong pinakita sa inyong scoring sheet kanina? O, i-gain nyo muna yung 120 points. 120 points na yun. 120 points. So yan yung yung importance ng PQA and EMS. So you aim for 120 points. Okay. Now I'll give you I'll give you examples of awardees.